I want you to look at your shoulders for a moment. They are sore, aren't they? You've been leaning your entire weight against a door that won't budge. You've been pushing, shoving, kicking, and begging for that entrance to open up. You've used every ounce of your American hustle to break through. You've sent the emails, you've made the pleas, and you've offered the sacrifices. And yet, the latch is dead bolted. You are angry at me. You are frustrated. You think I am holding out on you. You think I am ignoring your hard work in 2025 and 2026. You look at other people who are walking through their doors with ease, and you wonder why your path is blocked by a wall of oak. But I want you to stop pushing for just 60 seconds. I am the one who locked it. I didn't lock it to keep you out. I locked it to keep you safe. You are fighting to get into a room that is on fire. You are begging for a seat at a table where poison is being served. You see a promotion, but I see a trap. You see a relationship, but I see a prison. Trust the lock. My hand is on the key, and I am waiting for you to turn around and see the open portal behind you. In this culture, you are taught that persistence is the only virtue. You are told that if you want it bad enough, you can make it happen. You've been brainwashed by the ideology of the grind. You think that resistance is just a test of your will. You think that if the door is closed, you should climb through the window. But my kingdom does not operate on sweat alone. If you have to force it, it isn't my favor. If you have to manipulate it, it isn't my blessing. If you have to lose your soul to gain the key, the room isn't worth entering. I am breaking your addiction to the struggle. I want to give you the easy yoke. When I open door, no man can shut it. And when I shut a door, no man, not even you, can force it open. I am teaching you the difference between personal ambition and divine assignment. Your ambition wants the door that looks the best. My assignment wants the door that is the best. Let go of the handle. Your hands are too cramped to receive what I am actually handing to you. Why did I close the door in 2024? Because you weren't ready for the weight of the room. If I had let you walk through that career door 2 years ago, the success would have crushed your character. If I had opened that marriage door when you first asked, the intimacy would have revealed an insecurity you weren't prepared to heal. The closed door was an act of mercy. I am refining you in the hallway. The hallway is uncomfortable. It is narrow. It is quiet. But the hallway is where you lose the extra baggage. It is where you learn how to wait on my voice. I closed that door to save your reputation. I closed it to save your health. I closed it because I refuse to let you settle for a counterfeit. The real thing is waiting at the end of the hall. Stop knocking on the wrong house. You've been chasing a dream that was actually a nightmare in disguise. You see that corporate office in Chicago or New York. You see the title. You see the salary. But I see the stress that would cause a heart attack at 45. I see the culture that would force you to compromise your faith. I see the travel that would rob you of your children's childhood. I am closing that door because I am jealous for your peace. You are offered a golden handcuff, but I want to give you free hands. Trust my vision over your ambition. You are looking at a two-dimensional plan, but I am looking at a three-dimensional life. If I blocked that opportunity, it is because I have a bespoke opening coming in 48 hours. An opening that fits your family. An opening that nourishes your spirit. An opening that pays in joy, not just currency. Stop mourning the loss of a burden. I want to speak to the door of that person. You've been trying to get back in. You've been checking their social media. You've been asking mutual friends about them. You've been sending the late-night text just to see if the latch is still loose. I welded that door shut. I didn't remove them because they were bad. I removed them because they were finished. They were a bridge to a season that you have already crossed. If you go back through that door, you are re-entering a version of yourself that I have already redeemed. You are seeking comfort in a graveyard. I closed that door because I am introducing you to a love that doesn't require a crowbar. I am introducing you to a friendship that doesn't require constant repair. Turn your back on the grave. Walk toward the garden. I am steering your ship with a heavy hand. Sometimes, a captain has to turn the wheel so hard that the passengers stumble. It feels violent. It feels scary. You think the ship is capsizing, but the captain sees the iceberg that the passengers cannot see. The closed door was a course correction. If you had gone that way, you would have wrecked your faith. If you had entered that room, you would have lost your anointing. I hit the brakes because the bridge ahead of you was out. Thank me for the whiplash. It is better to have a bruised shoulder from a seatbelt than to fly through the windshield of a wreck. I am preserving your function. I am preserving your future. Sit down in the passenger seat. Let me drive. I am speaking to your investments and your bank account. There was a deal you wanted badly. There was a property you bid on. There was a crypto or a stock you tried to get into at the last second, and the bank said no, or the app crashed, or the seller backed out. I jammed the transaction. I know the market of 2027. I know the bubble that is about to burst. I blocked your capital from being swallowed up by a sinkhole. You are upset about the missing profit, but you should be rejoicing about the saved principal. I am keeping your seed in your hand for the right soil. The door I am opening next month has no risk. It has steady growth. It has kingdom impact. Stop gambling with your destiny. Start investing with my insight. The vault is closed for your protection. It will open for your promotion. You've been asking me why. And my answer has been silence. You think the silence means I am not listening. You think the silence means I am angry with you. But the silence is the sound of me working behind the scenes. I don't explain the closed door while I am building the new house. If I told you what was behind that door, you would faint from fear. If I showed you what I am preparing over here, you would faint from joy. Trust my silence. It is pregnant with purpose. I am closing your ears to the noise of the past so you can hear the whisper of the future. Stop screaming at a dead door. Listen to the living voice. The door is closed. The chapter is finished. Look at the blank page in front of you. I am ready to write. Let's examine your motive. Why did you want that door so badly? Was it for my glory, or was it to prove something to the people who rejected you in 2015? Was it to fulfill my will, or was it to quiet the insecurity that says you aren't enough? I closed the door to starve your ego. If I let you win while your heart was seeking revenge, the victory would have poisoned you. I am stripping you of the need to be seen. I am stripping you of the need to be right. I am preparing you to carry success without it carrying you. The new door will only open when you can walk through it without looking back to see who is watching. I am giving you a pure heart. A pure heart is the only thing that can handle pure power. Give me your ambition. I will give you your anointing. I want to tell you about the door that is already ajar. While you've been beating your fists against the locked gate on the north side, I have been unlocking the garden gate on the south side. It is smaller. It is humbler. It doesn't look like success on the outside. But it leads to everything. Stop looking for the big, shiny entrance. My greatest works usually begin in a manger. They usually begin with 5 loaves and 2 fish. They usually begin with a phone call from a stranger. Shift your gaze. I am opening a door of opportunity that requires 0 effort to maintain. You won't have to hustle to keep it. You won't have to manipulate to grow it. It will expand because I am in it. Walk away from the struggle. Walk into the flow. I want you to physically open your hands right now. Drop the crowbar. Drop the key you tried to make yourself. Drop the plan that is making you sick with anxiety. Let it fall to the ground. I am the way. I am not just the one who opens the door. I am the door. When you enter into me, you enter into every provision, every protection, and every promotion you will ever need. Your wait is not wasted. Your rejection is my selection. The door is closed because I love you too much to let you destroy yourself. Rest in that love. Breathe in that safety. The new opening is manifesting now. As we close this message, know this. Your shoulders are healing. Your vision is clearing. Your peace is returning. No more forcing. No more faking. No more fearing. I am leading you by a still water. I am leading you by a path of righteousness. The door you thought you needed is a memory. The door I have for you is eternity. Keep your eyes on me. We are moving forward. I want to talk to you about visibility. You are judging the door based on the brass handle and the fresh paint. You see the surface. You see what appears to be a shortcut to your destiny. You see a quick fix for your finances or a fast track to fame. You look at the 2026 forecast and you think that door is your only lifeboat. But I am looking at the iceberg beneath the water. I see the hidden motives of the people inside that room. I see the legal loophole that would strip you of your assets in 3 years. I see the cultural rot that would erode your integrity until you didn't recognize your own face in the mirror. I closed the door because I am the architect. I know where the foundations are cracked. I know where the termites are hiding. You are crying because you can't get into the mansion, but I am saving you from a structure that is scheduled for demolition. Trust my X-ray vision. Stop trusting your eyes. Your eyes can be deceived by lighting and filters. My spirit sees the truth in the dark. The door is locked because the floor inside cannot support your weight. In this Western world, you are conditioned to demand immediate entry. You have high-speed internet. You have same-day delivery. You have instant gratification at your fingertips. You have transferred that impatience into your spiritual life. You feel that if you pray, the door should swing open within 24 hours. But I am not a vending machine. I am a gardener. A gardener closes the greenhouse door to keep the frost out. A gardener withholds the fruit until the season is ripe. If I gave you what you are forcing right now, it would rot in your hands. It wouldn't last through the winter of 2027. I am building longevity. Personal hustle builds shacks. Divine timing builds cathedrals. You are trying to rush a masterpiece. Stop scribbling on the canvas of your life because you are tired of waiting. The master is still painting. The door is closed while the paint is drying. Have you ever noticed that some doors smell like desperation? When you try to force a door, you leave the scent of anxiety on the handle. You walk into interviews smelling like fear. You walk into dates smelling like neediness. You project an energy that repels the very thing you are seeking. I closed the door to change your scent. I am taking you into the secret place to soak you in peace. I am perfuming you with confidence. I am washing the stink of the grind off your spirit. I want you to walk into your next season smelling like victory without effort. Stop sweating at the gate. When you stop pushing, you start praying. When you stop striving, you start shining. The right door will open because it recognizes your fragrance, the fragrance of rest. Let me re-scent your soul. I want to speak to the business deal that fell through last month. You worked on that proposal for 90 days. You spent thousands on consultants. You believed that this was the big break that would fix your family's finances forever. And then, the investor ghosted you. The contract was pulled. I sabotaged the funding. Because that money was tied to strings you couldn't see. That investor was a wolf in sheep's clothing. They were planning to steal your intellectual property and leave you with the debt. I closed the vault to save your future. You are mourning a missed paycheck, but I am celebrating a saved kingdom. In 2026, I am introducing you to clean capital. I am opening a door to equity that doesn't cost you your peace of mind. I am keeping your vision pure so that when the wealth comes, it comes with no sorrow added to it. Thank me for the rejected loan. It was a rescue from financial slavery. Why do you value the door more than the one who made the wall? You have turned that opportunity into an idol. You think that if you get in, you will finally be somebody. You have attached your self-worth to a title, a zip code, or a relationship status. You are worshiping the threshold. I closed the door to break the idol. I am jealous for your heart. I will not let you find your identity in something that can be taken away by a HR manager or a social media algorithm. I want you to know who you are in the dark, in the hallway, when the door is dead bolted. You are not your job. You are not your income. You are my child, and my child does not beg at doors that I own. When you realize that you are the heir to the entire house, you stop crying over one room. Stand up straight. Adjust your crown. The door didn't define you, I defined you. Sometimes the door I close is the door back to your old habits. I see you leaning back toward the 90-day cycle of self-destruction. You get a little stressed and you reach for the old bottle. You get a little lonely and you call the old number. You get a little bored and you go back to the old website. I am sealing the exit. I am making it impossible for you to return to who you used to be. I am causing your old friends to not recognize you. I am causing your old vices to taste like ash in your mouth. I am locking the door to the slavery of your past. Stop looking for the key to your cage. The cage is empty. The door is gone. I have placed you in a large place, a new territory where the old rules don't apply. Stop trying to fit your new life into your old grave. Walk forward. The only way is up. The most painful, closed door is the one that was almost open. You were at the finish line. You were the final candidate. You had the keys in your hand, and then the owner changed their mind at midnight. You were at the altar, and they walked away. The almost hurts worse than the never. I allowed the almost to test your refinement. I wanted to see if you would curse me when the prize was ripped away. I wanted to see if your faith was transactional or transformational. I allowed the almost to show you that you can survive without it. You are stronger than you realize. The almost proved that you have the skill to get to the door, but I have the power to vet the destination. I am saving the best for last. The almost was just a rehearsal for the actual. Wipe your eyes. The rehearsal is over. The show is about to begin. In 2026, I am giving you a gift. It is the gift of knowing when to walk away. You will no longer waste 3 years knocking on a wall. You will look at a situation, see the lock, and instantly know, this isn't my Father's house. I am sharpening your spiritual instincts. You will move with grace and speed. You will bypass the distractions. You will bypass the dead ends. You will become a heat-seeking missile for my will. The closed door was your training ground. Every no you received was a lesson in navigation. Every rejection was a course in direction. You are now a master navigator of the Spirit. Thank me for the dead ends. They taught you how to find the living way. I am revealing the blueprint of the new door. It's not where you thought it was. It's not looking like you planned. But this door has your name engraved in the wood. This door was built for your measurements. This door leads to a room that has been prepared specifically for your gifts. Stop staring at the old house. The for sale sign is up. The windows are boarded. Turn your vehicle around. Drive 3 miles to the east. There is a property with an open gate and a welcome mat. I am the landlord, and I've already signed your lease. Enter with thanksgiving. Enter with praise. The ceiling here is higher than the floor over there. As we finish this message, I want you to check your pulse. Is the anxiety fading? Is the anger melting? Do you feel the cool breeze of surrender blowing through your soul? The door is closed, but you are free. Personal hustle is a prison guard. Divine redirection is a liberator. You are no longer bound to make things happen. You are free to let things manifest. I am the opener. I am the shutter. I am the Alpha and the Omega. Rest easy tonight. The gate is guarded. The path is paved. Walk in me. Amen.